Hey, this is Jeremy, and it's time to talk about juror number 2.
You know what to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 90s legal thriller on our hands. We are so back, baby. So, in a very exclusive theater run, who knows what Warner Brothers is thinking with this release strategy? A Clint Eastwood directed film starring Nicholas Hoult, Toni Collette, J.K. Simmons, Chris Messina, Leslie Bibb, and Zoe Deutsch is being dumped in theaters. Right on the heels of runaway success Conclave, two films about adults who like to see adults talking about adult things on screen. The story is super simple. A recovering alcoholic is being called for jury duty. And on the first day of the trial, he realizes that the crime that's being prosecuted was committed by none other than himself. And this isn't a spoiler, like you can get all this information from the trailer. Now, I love this concept, this idea. It's like, oh my God, can you imagine what's going to happen? But in reality, the story is told in such a conventional way that there isn't really any suspense. Like, of course, we want to know if the wrong guy is going to be convicted of the crime he didn't commit. And we want to find out if Nicholas Hoult is going to get caught. But I feel like the real reveal should have been the fact that he did it in the first place. Like telling the story in reverse or something. Like that's the real gag. Like we could see the main character being uncomfortable as fuck in the deliberation room and not really understanding why. And then bam, at the end we find out he did it. I feel like that would have been a more unconventional and like fun way to tell the story. But Clint Eastwood is like 105 years old, so he's not interested in reinventing the wheel. He just wanted to shoot this thing in one take and go home and take a nap.
He gets what it is to be human. He captures it, and he heightens it, and he makes people feel and think he's so special.
So if we just judge the movie by the movie that we got and not try to like rework it, it works. It's engaging. I had fun. But the dialogue is pretty cringe at times, and especially the deliberation room with the other jurors. My audience was laughing at lines that they shouldn't have been laughing at. So the mother of all mothers, Toni Collette, is good, even though her accent is a little bit iffy at times. But she's not given anything really fun to do until like the end. And still, those scenes don't really pop as much as they could have. Which brings me to Nicholas Hoult, who I usually adore. But here, maybe we can blame Eastwood's lazy direction, but I didn't really buy the performance. I mean, he's giving a performance, and it's consistent throughout, but I'm just not sure that it's the right one for the movie and the like predicament that he's in. Like if that was me and I was sitting on a jury and I was realizing that I committed the crime that's being talked about, my face would be doing like a lot more. And it would like slowly eat me alive. Like I wouldn't be sleeping, I wouldn't be eating. I'd be a fucking zombie in the courtroom, and I certainly wouldn't be able to like play nice with my girlfriend who's pregnant. Anyway, I guess we can blame Clint, we can blame Nicholas, we can blame the script. But I would love to see this character in another actor's hands. And it was particularly stark contrast for me because I'd seen a French movie in the afternoon, and those performances were so much more fucking raw and authentic. I know I'm being nitpicky, and like we're not trying to save the world here. It's a fucking Clint Eastwood movie, for Christ's sake. It's fine. We're gonna be okay. Oscars wise, let's not get crazy. This isn't going anywhere. So if you happen to see this on Prime Video in a few months and you have nothing else to do on a rainy Sunday night, press play. You might enjoy it. Also, another thing, I don't know why, but because of the title, I kept waiting for Toni Collette to like fucking figure shit out and be like, it was juror number 2, Your Honor. But that never happened. No one utters this line or even says juror number 2 in the movie. Lame.
Working with Clint is every actor's dream.